Ever wondered why that new gadget seems more appealing than saving for retirement? A question that reflects our brain's intriguing bias towards immediate gratification. Now, onto the topic at hand. Imagine a butterfly, vibrant and captivating, dancing in the wind. It's tempting to chase after it, to try and catch that fleeting beauty. This butterfly is a metaphor for our short-term feelings and emotions, the immediate rewards that often seem more attractive than long-term gains. Our brains are hardwired to prioritize immediate rewards. This is a relic from our prehistoric ancestors who lived in a world where immediate risks and rewards were a matter of life and death. Back then, the concept of delayed gratification didn't really apply when it came to finding food or escaping from predators. Fast forward to today, and we're still dealing with this evolutionary hangover. It's why we might choose to splurge on a fancy dinner instead of investing that money, or why we might buy a brand new car on impulse, even if it means taking on a hefty loan. These decisions give us a dopamine rush, a moment of happiness, but they can also lead to long-term financial. This is the trap of instant gratification. It's like chasing that elusive butterfly, always just out of reach. We can spend our entire lives chasing these short-term feelings, and while they might bring us fleeting joy, they also distract us from bigger, more important goals. The lure of immediate pleasure can lead to poor financial decisions. We might end up spending money we don't have, or neglecting our savings, and while we might enjoy the thrill of the chase, we're often left with nothing to show for it but empty pockets. This is not to say that we shouldn't enjoy the present or indulge in life's pleasures, but it's crucial to strike a balance, to understand that our actions today can have a profound impact on our future. It's about learning to appreciate the butterfly's beauty without losing sight of our long-term goals. The instant thrill of a new purchase can blind us to the bigger picture, but how can we avoid these traps? Before we continue on this journey of understanding our financial pitfalls and emotional traps, let's take a moment. If you're finding this content insightful and helpful, it's a great time to show your support. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to keep up with our latest content. And don't forget to click on the bell icon for notifications. This way, you won't miss out on our next videos, which are designed to equip you with the knowledge you need to navigate life's financial challenges. Remember, engagement is the key to learning and growth. Now let's delve deeper into the emotional pitfalls and their impact on our lives. Now, let's delve into the emotional pitfalls that can sabotage our financial future. Picture this. A friend posts a picture of their shiny new car on social media. An immediate pang of envy hits you. You want that car too. That's the fear of missing out, or FOMO for you. It's a powerful force that can push us to make hasty financial decisions. We want what others have, and we want it now, even if it means going into debt. Then there's the allure of instant gratification. It's the siren call that tells us to spend now, enjoy now, and worry about the consequences later. It's the reason why we impulsively buy that expensive gadget or treat ourselves to a lavish vacation we can't really afford. We're wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain, and the pleasure of a new purchase can momentarily overshadow the pain of an empty bank account. But remember, the thrill of the purchase fades, while the pain of debt lingers. Finally, let's talk about emotional shopping. We've all been there. After a stressful day, we turn to retail therapy for comfort. We tell ourselves we deserve that expensive dinner or that designer handbag. But here's the thing, using shopping as a coping mechanism for stress or anxiety is a slippery slope. It's a temporary fix that can lead to long-term financial problems. All these emotional traps, FOMO, instant gratification, emotional shopping, share a common thread. They focus on the short-term high at the expense of our long-term financial stability. They lead us to make poor financial decisions, like going into debt for non-essential purchases or neglecting to save for the future. Before we know it, we're caught in a cycle of spend, regret, repeat. These emotional pitfalls can keep us tethered to a cycle of financial instability. But don't despair, there are ways to break free. You might be wondering, how can we escape these emotional pitfalls and secure our financial future? Well, the first step towards breaking free is setting clear financial goals. It's like having a compass in the wilderness of finance. You need to know where you're heading. Whether it's buying a house, retiring comfortably, or simply being debt-free, having a clear target can steer you away from the pull of emotional spending. Next, create a budget and stick to it. This might sound like a chore, but it's really about taking control. A well-planned budget is your financial roadmap, showing you where your money should go rather than wondering where it went. It's a tool to help you avoid those emotional purchases that can derail your financial plans. But what about those moments when you're tempted to indulge in instant gratification? That's where the practice of delayed gratification comes in. It's the art of resisting an immediate reward in favor of a larger, more fulfilling reward in the future. It might be as simple as resisting the urge to buy that expensive coffee every morning, saving the money instead for a future vacation. Moreover, educating yourself about finance is key. The world of finance can seem like a labyrinth at times, but knowledge is the torch that lights the way. Read books, attend workshops, or listen to podcasts. The more you know, the better decisions you'll make. Lastly, don't hesitate to seek professional support. Just as you'd consult a doctor for health issues, a financial advisor can provide valuable guidance for your financial health. They can help you navigate complex financial situations and keep you on track towards your goals. By adopting these strategies, we can step off the hamster wheel of short-term feelings and start walking the path towards financial freedom. Imagine a future where you're financially secure and able to enjoy the fruits of your hard work. Picture this. You're lounging on your dream vacation, a trip you've funded yourself. Or perhaps you're living comfortably in your own home, free from the burden of rent or a mortgage. These are not mere fantasies, they are attainable realities, and they're the rewards of long-term planning and delayed gratification. You see, the secret to financial freedom isn't found in chasing the next big thing or succumbing to the allure of instant gratification. It's in the steady, disciplined pursuit of long-term goals. It's in the satisfaction of watching your savings grow little by little until one day you realize you've built a fortress of financial security. Consider this. The world's most successful people didn't achieve their wealth overnight. They planned, they saved, they invested. They resisted the temptation to spend frivolously and instead funneled their resources into ventures that promised long-term returns. They understood that the path to wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. And here's the beautiful thing about long-term planning. It's not just about the money. It's about the peace of mind that comes with knowing you have a safety net. It's about the freedom to make choices based on what you truly want, not what you can afford. It's about being able to weather life's storms without being financially capsized. The stories of people who've reached their financial milestones are endless. There's the couple who paid off their home in their 40s thanks to years of aggressive mortgage payments. Or the young entrepreneur who retired early because she invested wisely in her 20s and 30s. These aren't tales of extraordinary luck or rare opportunity. They're stories of ordinary people who made a conscious choice to prioritize long-term financial security over short-term desires. They understood that the real reward isn't in the fleeting thrill of a new purchase, but in the lasting satisfaction of financial independence. Remember, the road to financial freedom isn't a sprint, it's a marathon, but the reward is worth every step. We've all been there, drawn into the captivating melody of immediate satisfaction. Throughout this brief discourse, we examine how our minds are primed for instant joy, often compromising our long-term success. We delve into the traps of emotions, showing how they can direct us towards ephemeral joy, while our prosperity, our future, evades us. The dread of missing out, the temptation of instant satisfaction, the comfort discovered in emotional purchasing, these are the mirages we usually pursue, oblivious to the escaping wealth. However, there's another way. By establishing precise financial aspirations, devising and adhering to a budget, we can learn to resist the temptation of immediate reward. Through self-education and seeking assistance, we can disentangle ourselves from the emotional snares that impoverish us. Remember, the journey to financial independence is a long race, not a quick dash. It demands patience, self-control, and the capacity to postpone immediate pleasure. It's about making wise financial choices today to ensure that tomorrow we're not just pursuing illusions, but constructing a future of affluence and abundance. So here we stand, concluding this discourse, yet perhaps commencing a new one. A journey where we're not just chasing ephemeral feelings, but investing in long-term yields. A journey where we're not just dreamers, but achievers, not just spenders, but creators. It's not an effortless journey, but it's a fulfilling one. And remember, you're not alone. We're here together, learning, growing, triumphing. So the next time the temptation of ephemeral feelings entices you, remember the butterfly and the road to financial independence. Subscribe for more guidance on mastering your finances. Let's continue this journey together towards a future of financial independence and prosperity. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey we've embarked on today, a journey towards financial freedom and prosperity. It's not a path that's paved with gold, but it's one that leads to it. It's a journey filled with pitfalls and temptations, but also with rewards and victories. It's a journey that requires patience and discipline, but it's also a journey that fosters growth and resilience. Remember, the path to financial freedom is not about denying yourself all pleasures, but about making wiser choices. It's not about living in fear, but about taking control. It's not about avoiding emotions, but about understanding them. And most importantly, it's not a journey you have to embark on alone. We're here together, learning, growing, overcoming. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. We'll be sharing more insights, tips and strategies for mastering your finances and achieving financial freedom. Remember, the path to wealth is not a sprint, it's a marathon. So let's continue this journey together, one step at a time, one day at a time. Because the road to financial freedom is not a lonely one, it's a shared journey. We hope you'll join us on this path. Until next time, remember, the butterfly is not the end goal. It's the journey itself, filled with lessons, growth, and wealth.